Happy Tuesday, Internet. My hair looks like trash. My name's Andy. I use they, them pronouns. It's the first day of NaNoWriMo, and for anyone that doesn't know, NaNoWriMo stands for National Novel Writing Month. It's a worldwide collective goal, I guess you'd call it, of trying to write a novel, i.e. 50,000 words, in the month of November. Now, should be emphasized that the goal is to get to 50,000 words. They do not have to be good 50,000 words. Like, you could write the sentence, I have no idea what to write, for the entire month and hit the word count, and that would still count, because the goal is to get you to do the writing. And then you do some sort of revisions afterwards. It's based on, so writers are generally put into one of two camps. There's the ones that are very organized and hierarchical. That is a really hard word to say. Can you tell that I don't actually talk out loud much? It's like, oh, I write with giant words and I can't say any of them. Made all worse by these Invisaligns that give me a damn lisp on top of my slight accent. But yeah, so some people are very hierarchical. They're the ones that have a giant world building. It's usually called a Bible, and I just hate calling it a Bible. Codex. You have the amount of background information that you write is longer than the actual book you're writing. Or you'll, at a minimum, you're the sort of person that does an outline. That way you are following the 3-act structure or the hero's journey or whatever the hell plot design you'd like to do. And then the other group of writers tend to be the ones that, pantsers, fly by the seat of their pants. They just sit down and they just write whatever comes into their heads. So, I think it's Stephen King that's really well known for that. So this tends to be the word vomit for the first draft, and then they'll come back and either edit that or for the second draft, or they will rewrite it for the second draft. So I know Tolkien would do that part where he'd just keep rewriting his, The Hobbit, he kept just rewriting it for reasons until he felt satisfied with it. So NaNoWriMo leans more into the second category of people, where the goal is just to brain dump as much as possible. I have a bit of problem. I tend to be the first one. I have so much fucking world building shit written down, it's kind of insane. I've made up a calendar, a 13-month calendar with fixed days of the week. I don't need to do that. That's kind of insane. I don't need to know what the days of the week are, or have a calendar that's the same for every year except leap years where you add an extra day in. An extra day that is not one of the days of the week, which is weird to think about. It's there's 1 to 2 special days. There's the year day at the end of the year, and then there's a leap day in the years that would be a leap year normally, but they don't fall on a Monday or Tuesday or something. They're not counted as that. And the big point is to have the calendar be exactly the same every day. So you have 13 months, of 28 days or 4 weeks each. Yeah, it's actually really easy to like get the real calendar to not be changing all the time, and we just like said, fuck it, we're just gonna stick with this shitty calendar. The thing that actually inspired me to make a calendar, though, is the French Republican calendar. So during the French Revolution, for like, I want to say like 10 years period, they had a calendar which had 10 days in the week. They wanted to make it like divisible, and it ended up like drifting really far away. Yeah. I don't know like what part of like your revolution is like, you know what? We need to have a new calendar, but have it like not aligned to anything except the number 10. It does align to the number 10. You know, Ollie, why are you crying? I mean, I know why you're crying, because you're realizing that I am talking to the void, which is clearly a demon. And why am I talking to demons? Yeah. He's doing surprisingly well. Like, for the longest time, he would, like, bark or... he would bark whenever I would be on the phone or talking on Zoom, which made taking classes online way more difficult. Because you thought I was talking to demons, yes. You're like, Annie, mommy, no. No demons. I don't want demons. He also believes in ghosts, and on really bad nights, if neighbors are being like noisy, he makes me sit up on puppy patrol. Even though I would rather be sleeping. And I say he believes in ghosts because, like with every other dog, like with so many other dogs I've had, they just will stare at like the air. Like it's an empty chair or something, and it's like, why are you staring at it and really upset at it? It's a chair. There is literally nothing there. No, I know, you just believe in ghosts. Yeah, we're playing hand game. I know. Oh, eat your ballsy. You're just gonna eat me. Okay. But, yeah, so my goal this month is to do NaNoWriMo. And force myself to do a full draft. Like, I'm bad. I will get stuck doing all the pre-planning for things, because I want things to be perfect, and part of me is like, if you plan hard enough, it will be perfect on the first try. That is not true. I know consciously that is not true. So I have to like find ways around just procrastinating by perfectionism. So that's what we're doing. Okay. See you tomorrow, yes. Bye.